going on? How's everyone doing?
Shout out to Colin. Everybody else who's cool with Colin.
Chucky! I didn't say.
Get your popcorn and your Coca-Cola and relax.
Anyway, tell Colin I'm ready.
What's going on? This is Colin. How's everybody doing? I hope you're having a great day so far. All right, I've got a good one. Well, I guess I should say I've got a frustrating one. This one's kind of funny in a weird way. Now, I called it Karen versus Karen. You'll see why. We have a tenant who says some things that aren't relevant to the case, and then the tenant responds to things that aren't relevant to the case. It's just head scratching all the way through. You're going to be asking yourself, what? Many times during this video. All right, before I hit that play button, you know what to do. Hit like and subscribe. Do your jump kick backflips. Let's go.
The next case we have is Valerie Romness versus Megan Barbour. Last four digits are 1280.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Hello, Ms. Romness. Do we have Megan Barbour?
Yes, ma'am. Hello.
Okay, hello. Before y'all in, do each of you swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
thank you. Ms. Romness, let me just ask a couple of questions. The rent is $300 a month. Is that correct?
Plus trading 5 hours of work.
Oh, okay. 5 hours. I could not figure out what that meant, but okay, that's what was the word. Okay, and you were requesting September and October's rent. Was that what you were requesting?
I'm requesting an emergency eviction because Megan's been smoking in the room and I can smell it coming down the hallway. I've known her for about 5 years and I had her over to visit and we would smoke outside. And I told her outside was her new smoking section. And so I'm real disappointed that she's smoking inside. And then she's wanting to change the terms of the rent. She doesn't want to trade the work. And I had asked her to come here because I need help with lawn mowing, landscaping, and she's good with tools. And I have some repairs I could do around here. So I was hopeful to have a trade and make the rent work for her. But she doesn't want to do the work.
Okay.
She wants it to be $300 a month, and I'm not okay with those terms.
All right.
But it's the cigarette smoking that's really the biggest problem.
I understand. In addition to the smoking, though, did you want to make a claim for unpaid rent?
Yes. The first month was supposed to be 10 hours a week, like not paying any money, 10 hours a week. And she did a lot of work to help clean the room. She made some executive decisions that I didn't give approval for, but such is life. And so, yeah, then she just kind of quit doing the work and was avoiding talking about it. So I stepped back and let her approach, but she never did.
Okay. So is there any rent outstanding?
Yeah, there's $260 for September, and then this is 17 days in October now.
Right, 165. So that would be 425 for September and prorated October.
She did pay $300 in a money order.
When was that?
That was on the 4th of October.
Of October, she paid how much?
$300.
Okay.
But then if I value the work at $20 an hour, 5 hours a week, that's 43 hours a month, or $20 an hour was what I was valuing the work at. So besides the the cash or was the work, so we turn it into cash. I was figuring it was $24 a day or $169 a week.
How is a judge just going to sit there and accept that math? That math is not mathing. I don't know how she just figured that out. How did she turn 5 hours a day at $20 an hour? So, I mean, I guess she's dividing it by 7. I don't know why. I just instantly went to 5. That's easy math, 5 hours, just $20 a day, 5 days a week, unless you're making her work weekends. I mean, I guess if you're dividing it by week, it's 7 days. Okay, never mind. Let's go.
Okay, because after the $300 payment, there's $125 left owing rent.
Up to today?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. Well, there was 260 left on September.
Yeah, I already put that in.
Right. Okay. That's the math.
Mm-hmm. Anything?
All right, I'm gonna have to write this down because I'm still having trouble figuring this math out. How is she figuring that math out? Why doesn't she just do $100 a week? 5 hours at $20. Just why is she dividing it by the day? Just $100 a week. So add $100 a week, multiply it by 4. If you want to add, a couple days onto the end. All right. So she owes what, $440 worth of work a month? All right, just do it that way.
Anything else?
My COPD has gotten worse, having to breathe the smoke all night while I'm sleeping, and it's been waking me up. I haven't been sleeping well. I've been taking naps during the day. I don't trust her. And she's avoided communication a lot.
Okay. Ms. Barber, did you want to respond?
Yes, Your Honor. So, first of all, I'd like to say that this was a verbal agreement, and she has changed the goalposts multiple times, and I did my absolute best to accommodate her schedule. She works from home cutting hair. She told me that the first month would be free, and that she would apply my labor hours to future months. And she said to keep track of my hours verbally, keep track of your hours. And I have a printout. I made a template in Google Docs that I've used before. And in fact, I emailed JP3 Civil this morning, and I included the August hours that she referenced, and I also included the September hours. It's all nice and clear there. Did you receive that?
We wouldn't have been able to have it found and filed if you just filed it this morning to get into the
Okay. It was, like I said, it was an email with the 4 attachments, the August and September hours that were meant to be credited towards the 5 hours. See, this is a verbal argument or verbal agreement. So I thought that I was doing the right thing, and I have it all down here in quarter hours, so 15 minutes would be 0.25, half hour would be 0.5. I have it all written down, and I'm at over 30 hours of labor that I put in. And the $300, the court will be able to see it, attach that email. I got an HEB money order Yeah, I'm of the age group that I don't have a checkbook. I just use my debit card. But I made sure to document that it was $300 and it was on October 2nd. And I have the HEB receipt as well as the Western Union receipt. So I really thought that I was within what she needed. And I did send her an email on October 2nd stating the issues with the room, of which there are many. She doesn't allow me to use the front door or the door to my bedroom. She has me climb in and out of a window. And it's physically painful. I've had neighbors walking their dogs look at me funny. It's very strange. And there's German roaches, there's water damage, there's sewage smells. And also I'm 42 and she's 70. And so she's 28 years older than me, and she smokes. She's been a lifetime smoker. She currently smokes. She has a room that's a sealed in patio where she smokes, and it's part of the house, and she leaves the sliding door open regularly, and she smokes weed in her living room. And a woman who's 28 years older than me who does smoke in her house, there's a lot of hypocrisy, and I'm not really understanding. I sit outside and I climb through the window, and I have been incredibly respectful. I'm a member of the Austin Clubhouse, and I just did their keynote speech up at the Jewish Community Center last week. And Judge Hohengarten was there, and Judge Needles and everyone. And I don't know where I was going, but what I was going to tell you is that the program manager who's been with the Austin Clubhouse since it opened, this mental health organization, I've been telling him every day I go for lunch. I am a star there. I'm so well liked by the other members and staff. And the program manager at the clubhouse, John Michael Krowski, as well as my integral care case manager from the East 2nd Street Clinic, Keandra McWilliams, they both have been tracking with this, along with a lot of other, community members. And I've done my absolute best to be.
You've done your absolute best to bring up irrelevant information in an eviction case. Unless you have an actual written lease that says you can't smoke inside, all she can do is ask you to stop and then ask you to leave. She can't use that as a foundation to kick you out. That's all you had to say. I don't know why you're bringing up all these people. Bringing up your name dropping judges to a judge. I don't think they're going to be impressed with that. Just saying.
Kind to her. I am quiet as a mouse. I've done everything she's requested.
Well, do you smoke in the house? Do you smoke in the house?
No, I climb through the window, and I don't smoke I generally don't smoke when I'm here. And that's another thing, Your Honor, is that I have been homeless for 6 months out of this year. And I try to be normal and not really tell people and not whine and self-resolve. And Valerie promised me that I would get on my feet and just find a job and do everything you can. I want the best for you. And come to find out that she has done this to other homeless individuals. She considers herself a homeless advocate, but really she's in the community and she takes advantage of people when they're weak.
Well, let's just stick with the allegations here, okay?
Sure. And so I'm not smoking in the house. I did labor, and I paid the $300. So
okay.
you know, I having an eviction on my record will make it hard, very hard for me to continue on. And this entire situation was meant for me to, at my lowest point, to better myself. And I just, I would like you to dismiss this suit because it's verbal, because there's proof of record, proof of labor. I'm not smoking in the house. If you would dismiss it today, I am absolutely prepared to leave. And because I paid my $300, I would like to leave on the 31st. I'm already making other plans, and I just need the time. We're at October 17th. I gave her the money, and I'm prepared to exit gracefully with no problems. I just don't want the eviction on my record so that it won't be harder for me to, you know, improve my life in the future.
Okay.
Hey, at least that made sense. You know, you did pay her. You paid her some money. I'm gonna say this: if all she wanted was $300 a month and 5 hours of work a week, and you just admitted to being homeless, why didn't you jump through hoops to make that place work? Unless you know it's actually as bad as you're saying. I generally take that with a grain of salt. It's probably not as bad as she's saying. Is she climbing in through and out, in and out of the window? If that is true to the extent that she's saying, like it's a tiny window and she's got to get like on a ladder, or is it like one of those giant ass windows that she barely has to take a step over? I have no idea. That just seems like a weird setup. I don't know why you'd ever agree to that. It'd be like you're living in a house that's a prison. Anyways, I'm gonna let this video play out. You guys have a great rest of your day. I hope this didn't frustrate you too much. I was in between scratching my head and laughing at it. I just wanted to share it. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like button. Until next time, bye.
All right.
Thank you for being a great listener.
Thank you. Ms. Romness, did you have any additional evidence you wanted to present?
Yes. I do not leave my sliding door open. Yes, I have a smoking room, but I don't leave the sliding door open. And I don't take advantage of homeless people who are weak. That's not true. I've had a tenant on the property for off and on 13 years. So we've had the same oral agreement. He pays $300 a month in rent. He has a little trailer in the backyard, and we trade work. And he's allergic to the grass, so he's unable to mow the lawn anymore. But he helps me fix things, and it's a fair trade. I feel fair. So I feel Megan has taken advantage of me, and I've caught her in some lies, and she rounds up the hours. So I just don't trust her.
Okay. Well, thank you, ladies, for attending the hearing today and presenting your information. I'm sorry that things have gotten kind of crossways with y'all. Based on the evidence, I don't think there is sufficient evidence to establish an eviction. So I'm going to render a plaintiff take nothing judgment. And Ms. Barber does say that she'll be leaving by the end of the month. And so I think the situation will resolve itself.
I do want to say one more thing. She's lying about the cigarettes. She told me that it was cooking smells, and
okay.
She was trying to cover it up, but it is definitely cigarette smell coming out of the room.
Well, hopefully she'll be out by the end of the month, Ms. Romness, and there won't be any more issues between y'all. But thank you for appearing today, and we'll get you copies of the judgment at the end of the hearing today.
Thank you.
Take care and have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Have we